guys, welcome to my channel. I had said I will hop on here and talk about how things went in regards to my single pregnancy. I have been procrastinating making this video just because, I don't know, I feel like I've just been mainly busy. It's not like I've been, trying to beat around the bush necessarily, but your girl been busy. But anywho, let's hop right in, because I honestly hate clicking on YouTube channels and then beating around the bush instead of hopping right to the topic, you feel me, that I clicked on. So for starters, I found out I was pregnant the day after the 4th of July. And I remember this day like it was yesterday, only because I remember going upstairs, while everybody was doing the fireworks outside, and I remember like smelling the gunpowder, or whatever you want to call it, whatever it's called, you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, that's weird. Like, why can I smell this all the way in my room? Like, it was to where, it was like I was outside and I was, you feel me? I was around it. I was literally upstairs all the way in my room and my family was outside. So I was like, that's weird. And then another symptom that I remember being in the car with my boyfriend at the time, and I remember just driving, and it was the weirdest thing that happened. It was like almost like I got stabbed in a sense in my stomach. It was like a sharp pain, and I was like, ow. He was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I just got a sharp pain in my stomach. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever, bro. And so he was like, oh, you may be pregnant. And I was like,
boy, if you don't get...
I was like, me? I was like, pregnant? I was like, boy, shut up. I'm like, I'm fine. We're good. Like, I'm not pregnant. So he was like, okay. And I was like, all right. Like, I swear I'm solid. And so, make a long story short, like I said, it was the day after the 4th of July. And I was like, you know what? I woke up with a full bladder. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. Let's hop right in. Bye. You feel me? So I woke up and then I went downstairs and I took the pregnancy test. And so I, did the little 3 droplets, like boop, boop, boop. And I was waiting, and it takes 3 minutes. So I was just singing and dancing in the mirror, like not even minding it, because I'm like, I know this thing's about to be negative, y'all. Like, I'm not tripping. So, make a long story short, I was waiting, and then the 3 minutes had passed. And then something tells me, like, okay, go check the test. I walk up to the test. 2 lines, not one big line and one faint line. I mean, it was both bold as clear as day. And I was like,
what the fuck?
Broken, because hold on, like, no. So, make a long story short, I ended up calling my boyfriend at the time, and he didn't answer his phone for whatever reason. He was busy doing something. So I called my homegirl. I'm like, TT. I'm like, bro, like, look at this. And she's like, what? Like, what's going on? Mind you, I don't say nothing. I just send her a picture of the pregnancy test. Send it to her. First thing she says, I'ma kill you. She was not playing. Like, y'all, when I tell you, we were both surprised. Like, it was crazy. So, make a long story short, I ended up telling all my family. I'll talk about that in another video. But in regards to how things went during my pregnancy, I want to say that it was hard. Like, from the very beginning, I can honestly say that it was hard. And I can say that because, when you tell someone, especially your significant other, that you're pregnant, you off rip, you just expect them to be like, okay, well, everything's gonna be okay. Like, we'll work it out. I promise we'll be fine. Girl. Girl. So, and let me say this. I'm not on here to bash the father of my son, because at the end of the day, like, he's the father of my son. So, my Aiden might look back on this video and, I don't want him to feel a certain type of way about it. And just out of respect, I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to tell the truth. So off rip, like, it was just like, no, I can't believe this is happening. Because mind you, we found out a month before he went away to school. So off rip, he's like, no, this can't be happening, not right now. Da da da. Like you need to get an abortion. Whoopsie whoop. And I'm like, at first, I'm like, you know what? I'm surprised that you're even saying this to me right now. Only being that we were together a whole year and a half. It's not like I was some random booty call and you just accidentally got me pregnant. No, we was together for a long time. And then he just popped up saying all this stuff. And I'm like, y'all, plot twist. So, anywho, he ends up being like, no, I don't want you to do this and all this other stuff. And I'm like, straight up, like, I'm not getting an abortion. You feel me? Like, I was adult enough to lay down and have sex and create this baby. I'm not about to bail and I'm not gonna have no abortion, period. That's out. So, make a long story short, I feel as though he was mad in the sense that I didn't get an abortion, and like I just started feeling so much like hate and so much like neglect in a sense, and I remember like maybe like a week before him going away to school, we ended up breaking up and all this other stuff, and I'm hurt because I'm like, you supposed to love me. Like,
Curtis was supposed to love me.
we were in a whole relationship. Like this is just nobody. This just isn't somebody that I just laid down and had sex with, y'all. So let's just clear that up. Number one. Number two, you feel me? Like I can honestly say that when we broke up, I felt as though it was all because I didn't get that abortion, and I was standing my ground, and I said that I'm gonna have this baby, like regardless of how you feel and all that. So, make a long story short, he ends up going away to school, and we don't talk for months. We don't talk for months, and you know, like I was basically going to appointments by myself. I was planning things by myself. And the reason we didn't talk, like he says like, "Oh, we didn't talk because you cut me off," but I cut him off because it was just a toxic situation to begin with. So I felt as though I said I'm pregnant and I gotta take my health first, and I gotta take me and my son and put us first before anything. So I was like, you know what, I'm cool. Like I don't even like I'd rather you not be here than you be here and just be toxic and just be causing me so much stress. So we ended it on that note, and but you feel me, like at the end of the day I still expected a hit up here, here or there, like how are you doing, phone call. I didn't get nothing. So like I said, it was hard. It was hard at first. It was actually hard the whole time, but um yeah, to be clear, I guess, going to appointments and seeing everybody else, all coupled up and stuff, like it was kind of hard. It was really hard. And then on top of that, having to go to my gender reveal basically by myself. I mean, I have my family and my friends. So when I say by myself, I mean without the person that got me pregnant. So I had to go to that by myself, baby shower by myself, and I felt embarrassed in a sense, like, like I'm supposed to be here with this person that I did this with, and now I'm just looking like I just got knocked up, and it wasn't the sense at all. So yeah, and then all the way up into the delivery, he wasn't there for the delivery either. That was hard. Mind you, like I said, I was so stressed out in the beginning. Like, I started hemorrhaging. I was bleeding and stuff. Like, I thought I was going to lose Aiden. Like, it was just a stressful situation altogether. Like, y'all. Like, it was, whoo. I'm trying not to cry now. Like, and then it's crazy because y'all may think like, oh, you weak for getting up on here and letting a nigga know how you feel and letting him, feel like he got the best of you. But I feel like I'm strong in a sense because I'm helping out the next female that is going through this situation and has been through the situation, because it's very hard. Like, It's not easy. And just because, I'm able to smile and laugh today doesn't mean that it doesn't necessarily affect me anymore. Because, like, sir, I get little flashbacks here and there. And it was such a traumatic experience for me. Like, I would, girl, I'm saying girl, like I'm talking to a girl audience, but whoever's watching. I'm like, I would be crying in the middle of the night. I'll be having nightmares about the situation. Some days, some nights I couldn't even sleep. Mind you, I would be working. I was working sometimes Sunday through Friday, Sunday. Like, I was trying to distract myself the best way that I possibly can, being that the situation was so stressful. And I'm like I said, I got to keep moving. I got to keep going because it's my son's life and my life on the line. I can't be sitting here stressed out over nobody, period. So I'm like, I got to do what I got to do, and I got to, you feel me? Like, I got to live in a sense. So,
Two hours later.
but anyways, we're here today, and like I said, it still affects me in a sense. No beef. I don't hate him, but I can't be in a relationship with him again. I can tell you that. Like, you feel me? Like, if you can't hold me down during my lowest time, like, you ain't gonna never be able to hold me down. Like, and that's just facts. So, whew, yeah, whew, yeah, man. But I felt like I covered everything. Like I said, it still does affect me, and I would be a liar if I said I was fully over the situation, because I'm not. It was a real traumatic experience for me, being that I had to push my son out by myself. I had to go through my pregnancy by myself with somebody that I was with for a long time, like, long time. So, um, yeah, guys, like and subscribe. Let me know if you need me to talk about anything else. If you guys have any more questions for me, because I'm down to talk about it. I'm open book. Let me know what you want to know. We could talk. But